How I Became a Ghost, Chapter 12, Disappearing Daughter. I had never seen anybody as sad as Ruth and Gabe were that morning. Nobody said a word. Ruth knelt on the ground and wrapped Nita in her blanket. Gabe helped her to her feet, and Ruth took the first step, carrying her little girl's body. Gabe clung to her arm as if he was afraid of falling. The woman followed, and the walk began. I had never seen a parent lose a child before. I was seeing something else, too. I now knew what my parents would feel when I became a ghost. I felt the warm shiver coming. "No, not now," I said. I closed my eyes tight and shook my head. "Do not be afraid," a tiny voice said to me. "You are still my big brother." I opened my eyes. Anita stood before me. "I am sorry," I said. "I wanted to help you." "You can help me," Nita said. "You can help my mother and father, too. You can make them happy again." "How can I do that?" "You can find my sister." "Your sister?" I asked. I didn't know you had a sister. "Ask my father about her," Nita said. She smiled at me and reached for my hand. "He will tell you." Then she was gone. Nita had another sister? If she was lost, why weren't they looking for her? I knew this was a secret not even my mother or father knew. I had to be very careful. We made camp early that day. Ruth and Gabe traded carrying Nita, and they barely lifted their feet when they walked. Their feet left a sad trail on the road. Sometimes they sang the death song. Sometimes they sang Amazing Grace in Choctaw. It is our song. After our corn soup supper, I watched Gabe. I knew it would be easier to talk to him alone. When he stood up to go to the woods, I followed. "Gabe, can we talk?" I asked. "Yes, if you want to." "I want to help." "What can you do?" he said. I knew he was not listening. Not yet. "I want to help you find your other daughter." The look on his face changed. He looked almost angry. "We do not have another daughter," he said. "Do not speak of this." "Gabe, I know this is a secret. I have told no one." "What are you talking about?" he said. I saw that he was no longer angry. He was afraid. "Nita told me." He started crying and moaning. "Go away, please." "I want to help," I said. "Nita told me about her. Gabe, I have a secret too. This is a secret my mother and father do not know." "What is your secret?" "I will be a ghost," I told him. "Soon, I think." Gabe grabbed my shoulder, turned me around, and looked me in the eyes. "I am listening," he said. "I see ghosts. They tell me things. Nita came to me this morning after she died. She wants me to find her sister. She wants you to be happy again." "Nita told you this?" "Yes." "I cannot talk to you about Nita's sister. Not yet. I need to ask Ruth. Then maybe we can talk." "What can I tell Nita?" I asked. "You know she won't let this go." For the first time since Nita died and became a ghost, Gabe smiled. His body shook and his eyes filled with tears, but he was smiling. "You are right. She is a determined little girl. Tonight we can talk. All of us. Your family too. Yokoke. Gabe, I miss her too." He patted me on the shoulder, and we walked back to camp. I couldn't stop myself from listening as he spoke to Ruth. "No, no, we cannot do this," Ruth said. He pulled her close, and they spoke in whispers, till Ruth looked at me with a question in her eyes. The wind blew strong that day. The snow swirled in circles, and we were blinded by it. As I walked, I looked to my feet and pulled the blanket over my head. If I walk off the road, I'll bump into a tree, I thought. That's how I will know I'm off the road. When you cannot see, your mind tells strange stories. Maybe that's how it happens, I thought. That is how I become a ghost. I bump into a tree, and icicles fall all around me. I slip and fall, then one long dagger icicle waits for its turn to fall. Everybody in the world stares at that one giant icicle. They hold their breath. I look at that icicle too. I realize I am lying under it. "No," I whisper. The icicle responds. It shakes, but it keeps everybody waiting. It is a very cruel icicle. Anybody can see that. Then, as if it has nothing better to do, the icicle falls. I close my eyes. The icicle stabs me in the heart. No! I shout. I was in the real world. Isaac, my father said, grabbing me. Are you Hoke? Yes. I just had a bad dream while I was walking. That's okay, he said. I've been having bad walking dreams all day, too. Stay strong. This will be over soon. Not until I am a ghost, I thought. But I couldn't tell him that. Not yet.